Hi, I'm Akaite Elizabeth, the founder at Set on a Hill, and these are our self-tape tips. All right, self-tape tips for creating a successful self-tape tip. Number one, film horizontally. Film yourself and your talent horizontally. Framing. For framing, use a medium shot, which means to film yourself from the middle of your chest to about 1 inch above your head. There shouldn't be a lot of space above your head. A medium shot is standard for most self tapes. If you film yourself wider, then before submitting, edit the video by zooming in the middle of your chest to about 1 inch over your head. Number two, for theatrical auditions. That doesn't mean theater. It means for film, TV, series, web series, or anything theatrical. You should look slightly to the left or to the right of the camera lens. We should still see your entire face. Your eyes, instead of looking in the camera, are looking slightly to the left or to the right. You do not look directly into the camera. But when we talk about commercials and where to look, yes, you look directly into the camera lens. But always be sure to read the instructions for your specific audition. Number three, background. You should film with a plain neutral background. A plain white, green, gray, blue, or neutral wall works great. If you have a gray bed sheet, put that on the wall as an alternative to a photo backdrop. Oops, if you can't find a blank wall or put up a bed sheet, then please do the following. Remove all clutter off of your counters. Take all logos out of view. Make sure your background fits the theme of the shoot, which is typically family friendly for Set on a Hill productions. Number four, lighting. There are tons of great lights that you can grab for auditions. A simple light is to use a ring light. Your face should be well lit. A ring light, you could also use a ring light. Try to make sure your face is well lit. These are white lights or a light yellow light. Option two, lighting, natural lighting. So if you only have natural light, please try to face the window. That means I'm facing the window. No, the window should not be behind you. Why? Because look at that. We don't want that. It should be lighting your face. The light should be lighting your face. If it's at light, try to put on an indoor light that's bright or even a computer desk light and turn it towards your face. Cinematic lighting, subtle cinematic lighting is fine as well where the light is on the face but allows a slight shadow on one side. So cinematic lighting is a film lighting technique that goes beyond the standard 3-point lighting setup to add drama, depth, and atmosphere to the story and to the self-tape. This is an advanced technique. So if you're just getting started, focus on lighting your face directly and evenly from the front. Number five, know your lines. As with an in-person audition with a self-tape, you should strive to memorize your lines. There are times when production will ask you to paraphrase lines or to improvise, but unless you're asked specifically to do this, you should aim to have your lines to be word perfect. If you're doing a self-tape, the good news is you can pause and re-record. If you have a last-minute audition and need to keep your script in hand, try to keep your script off camera by either taping it to your tripod or the wall so it's angled like a teleprompter. At a minimum, memorize your very first and very last line so that you are looking up. Number six, use a reader. When doing a theatrical self-tape, unless otherwise requested by casting, you should get a reader. You only need one reader to read all of the other characters. Remember this, you should stand out, not your reader. They should not be on screen, but they should either be on a Zoom call watching you, which is important, and reacting to your read and physical actions, Or if they're in person with you, they should stand behind the camera. There are reading services that are 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with virtual readers, with other actors, okay, such as weaudition.com, or there's some Facebook groups that also offer this for free. We should be able to hear your reader. A good reader can aid in the scene, can help you react to what they're saying, and can help you to stay in character. Try to get a good reader. Here's a bonus tip. Audio record yourself as an alternative to a reader. You can pre-record yourself saying the other parts and leave a quiet space for your character to respond and to act out the dialogue. Then do a self-tape video read with your audio recording. Only do this if casting gave you less than 24 hours to complete your audition, but get a reader if at all possible, even if it's less than 24 hours. Commercial auditions oftentimes don't need a reader, but review always what casting says. Number 7, act out the actions and react to the scene. In a script, there is dialogue and then there are action lines. An action line is written to describe people, places, props, and sounds. Casting wants to see you interact with props, imaginary or actual. You can use imaginary props and pretend like a person is there, or you can use substitute props, such as a hand towel used as a substitute for a bandage, right? You might be like, oh, I broke my arm. Or you can bring a mug and drink water out of it instead of coffee. It's always advised to use water instead of any other beverage in the script. No, your reader does not read the actions out loud. Just give time for yourself to act out the action lines, okay? If the script details that the actor walks in and out of the scene, a simple one step forward or one step to the side is all you need to show movement. These subtle changes really make you look like you're really in the scene and in the world of the screenplay. Your self-tape should look exactly like what you would do if we filmed you for TV or film. I should look at your audition, your self-tape audition, and think that's exactly what they're going to look like on screen. They also want to know your reactions. Are you happy? Are you mad? Are you engaged in the conversation? So I want to see your reactions to the other person talking. Are you doing this? Or are you ignoring them? So your actions are just as important as your speaking. Number 8, okay? Sorry. Okay. Sorry. All right. So the next tip that I have is to put all of your clips together and to send in 3 very different distinct takes. So no, this is not just your 3 best or perfect takes, but give a different style or side of the character in your takes. So give 3 takes, but all in one video. So that's number 8. Edit all of your videos down into one MP4. So take 1 could be the characters being professional. Take 2 could be they're really hyper because they had an energy drink. Take 3 could be, they're nervous. Make sure the emotions or the character's story that still fits the character description changes so you can completely think and feel like the character. Okay, but only submit 3 takes only if they're distinctively different. It's not 3 takes of you trying to get the lines right. Word perfect. Hi, my name is. Hi, my. Oh, hi, my. No, it's not you trying to get the words perfect. It's 3 distinctly different takes in different sides of the character. So it really gives you a leg up because they know you have range, that you can do any character style that they direct you to, or one that you didn't even choose. So the standard file type is an MP4. So save videos as a .mp4. For audio-only projects, save audio as a .mp3. Number 9, slate. If a slate is requested, put it at the beginning of your compiled single video. If requested by casting, you can also submit your slate as a separate video by itself. If no slate is requested, consider putting your slate at the end of your scene. A typical slate is simply you introducing yourself, standing up, and saying your name in your natural voice. You frame the camera from the middle of your chest to 1 inch above the camera while you're standing. There's no need to show your profiles unless you're asked to. You can say, "Hi, my name is, I live in city, state." Now let's talk about a full body slate. If you're asked specifically to do and to show your full body or to do your entire slate with your full body, turn your camera from horizontally to vertically just for that slate or just for the profile. All right. It should be about 1 inch below your feet so we can see all of your feet and 1 inch above your head. Make sure there's no clutter behind you and you're standing on a blank wall. Here, don't worry too much about having a fancy backdrop, but make sure you keep good lighting on your face, even if it's a full body. Keep in mind, casting may want 5 seconds of your full body shot, which is just you standing there and smiling. Your feet should be shoulder width apart or a little closer, your hands at your side. You can smile, or if your role is serious, then smile with your eyes and keep a neutral face. After those 5 seconds, when you edit, then go back to the horizontal shot and edit with the rest of your slate. So it should still be horizontal, but you're editing in that small vertical full body slate. So you would start, if they ask for the slate, you start with the horizontal slate, vertical body 5-second video, take 1 with all scenes, take 2 with all scenes, and take 3 with all of the scenes. Again, those are 3 distinctively different styles of the character. Here's the layout for the final edited video when no slate is requested. Take 1 with all scenes, take 2 with all scenes, take 3 with all scenes, and then horizontal slate saying your name and location. Only give a full body shot if specifically requested by casting. And number 10, here are some hair and makeup tips that we typically use within the Center on Hill productions. The key here for everyone's hair is to make sure that your hair has been washed and blow dried, and then fully styled with the correct product, whether it's mousse, gel, or hair cream. Hair for kids. Boys, for family-friendly projects, make sure that their hair is gelled back or curled with a curling iron. Long hair should be pulled back into a low back bun. For girls, for family-friendly projects with our production company, there are a few options you can do. You can do pigtails, you can curl your hair with a curling iron, you can blow dry it straight, you can have 2 high buns, you can have a high side ponytail visible in the front and curled. You can add a bow with no logos, you can have bantu knots, you can have 1 long braid. The key here is to add product to your hair. Don't let it come dry, and make sure, number 1, your hair is washed. Number 2, blow drying. Number 3, that it has creams, mousse, or gel, depending on what you use. For men, if you have a beard, make sure your beard is edged up. Unless your character has a very rough look, make sure your beard has very clean lines and edges. Add product to your beard to make it shine. If you need help with the type of product, ask your local barber. Clean shaven. If you don't have a beard as a man, please be cleanly shaven. For your hair, make sure your hair is gelled back or fully styled, however it is naturally. Please add product. For women, for family-friendly projects, your hair can be down and curled. It can be down and blow dried and flat ironed. If your hair doesn't curl, your hair can be down and blow dried and straightened. The key here is for everyone's hair is to make sure that your hair has been washed and blow dried. If you have questions, ask production how they want your hair to be, depending on the headshots that you send in. Makeup. Makeup for men. Make sure you add touch-up foundation to cover blemishes, marks, and pimples. Please wear chapstick. For boys, use touch-up foundation for cuts and blemishes. Please wear chapstick. For girls, lip gloss with a light color, soft lipstick colors if you have them, if they're requested, mascara and eyeliner only. For teens and women, you can wear full makeup, but please include eyeliner, mascara, a simple eyeshadow, and foundation. A very simple eyeshadow, please. For women, you can use short lashes, not long ones, if you have them. So this is what you can do for a self-tape. I would be careful if you have a unique makeup look to not go too high fashion or to put too much eyeliner under the eyes to give a really specific theme unless that's what your character needs. Now, we can always add more makeup to you, but if you add way too much makeup, that doesn't work. I've made that mistake many times before I got lessons on how to do my own makeup. But yes, overdoing it, you can definitely tell. So give some space for the production to add more makeup to you instead of doing a really deep look. So those are my top 10 tips. And I look forward to sharing with you now what to do if you have an in-person audition. So stay tuned for that video or click the link below. Join our community, the Multi-Hyphenate community, where we support you and for creatives in the film, TV, and music industry. So whether you're a producer, a writer, an actor, a voiceover artist, or all of those in between, we want to warmly invite you to our community. So join us at setonahill.com/join community. Thanks so much for joining us on this live, and we'll see you in the next one.